Well, now it is really do or die for the Team Blast Shield. After all, this round is still a best of 3, so if the Team Popiska actually wins this game, this series is gonna be over and the Team Blast Shield is gonna be out of the tournament. So hopefully they can go and put up a decent fight on this adaptive Fiends River and actually prove their worth and take us to the game number 3. So, the map is gonna be Adaptive Fiends River, and once again we're gonna have the AI players in the game, but this time around they are gonna be playing with the players in the same team. So, for the Team Blast Shield we're gonna have Jacqueline M27 AI playing the Aeon, and then supporting her it's gonna be Bingham playing UEF. As we can see, the cheat multiplier have been set to 1.3 for the economy and 1.1 for the build power. So yep, those M27s are gonna be proving to be quite difficult to handle. That is, if you will want to actually go and take control over these islands here. The opposing M27 players are gonna be Phoebe, playing Aeon in the pink color, and then it is gonna be Jalbert M27, also Aeon, so yep. If you are wondering why the AIs are actually different players, or should I say factions, that is because whenever the M27 is playing in the same team as the players, the team captains, in this case, Popiska and Blast Shield, are gonna be choosing the factions and the type of AI which is gonna be aiding them. So well, in this case it's gonna be the M27 with the factions as we specified earlier. Also, this is the Fiends River, so there is quite some maps to be taken in the mid lane. As we can see, 2,500 available, and it seems like Team Blast Shield is going all in for it. Not only are they sending a tank and scout in front of them to go and stop the enemy engineers from reclaiming them, they are also sending their own engineers to go and steal it. As we can see, this bad boy from Gingerbread Man is already starting the reclaim. Here, as the flare on the other hand from Hybrid is gonna go and shut down the engineer belonging to Vindex, meaning that they're gonna be capable of stealing all of this juicy mass most likely here. That is, unless the ACU from Popiska gets here on time. And yes, the ACU is here, but it seems like half of the mass is already gone. Not just half, more like 70% of it. That is before the engineer is gonna go and die, so yes. That is a great play from the Team Blast Shield, as they managed to go and actually grab quite some reclaim here. But anyway, for the faction choices from our players, it seems like the team captain Popiska is gonna be going for the Cybran this round. His teammate Vindex is gonna be joining him on the front line on the left side of the map, and he's gonna be playing Seraphim. On the air slot, we are gonna have once again Endranii, but this time around playing Cybran, which is an interesting choice compared to Aeon. After all, Aeon is what, well, 99% of the air players are gonna be playing in the tournament. And last but not least, it is gonna be Azot, also known as Control K, playing Aeon. Their opponents on the right flank are gonna be Gingerbread Man, playing UEF in beautiful violet color. His support to the left side, it is gonna be Hybrid, playing Aeon. Then on the air slot, it is gonna be Seraphim Noob, playing UEF. A very interesting choice indeed for your faction on the air slot. I guess maybe the Team Blaster is planning to go for the Janus Rush or something like that. After all, that is actually quite a powerful play in the UEF handbook. It have been nerfed a little bit by the balance team, but still, it remains a very viable tool to go all in on the T2UEF stage. And then, the team captain, Blast Shield, he is gonna be playing Cybran. So it seems like the map is gonna be split diagonally, like this line here, with both Popiska and Vindex playing quite aggressively versus the opposing team on the left top side. Meanwhile, Hybrid and we have a small lag happening as the replay most likely caught up to the players, but yeah, anyway. It seems like Gingerbread Man and Hybrid are gonna be slightly bit slower and, well, a little bit more reasonable with their expansion rate compared to the opposing team. Endranii, but actually Popiska and Vindex try to make a run by near the forces belonging to Blast Shield. But it seems like the AC was positioned just perfectly. As we can see, there is a T1 Raider available, one which will go and sniff out all kinds of nasty stuff being made by Bully and Popiska. So yep, no raids are gonna actually make through this position. And let's see what's the radar coverage here for the opposing team. It seems like they do have a radar in the middle. A one that is nowhere near as aggressive, but still, it should provide some good information about what is happening here. And just as I say that, the radar have been sniped. Oh, unlucky. So yep, it seems like the team Blast Shield is gonna have much better information currently about what is happening in the game. Gun upgrade started by Blast Shield, and we already had the gun upgrade finished by Hybrid, so yep, it seems like the AON AC is all ready to go and rumble, as their opponents, the ACU of Endranii and from Control K, don't have the guns available yet. And also, it seems like there is a slightly bigger slightly, this is actually quite larger army available for the Team Blast Shield, as both Hybrid and Gingerbread Man are producing units like madmen, so yes, the ACUs of Endranii and Control K better start building some, well, upgrades of their own, or maybe they will make some... Okay, they do have the T2 engineers available, so who knows, maybe they're just planning to go and dig in with the T2 point defenses or something. After all, a fire base around this part of the map can basically make this whole position unavailable for opponents. That is, if you can build it before the opponents actually cross it, especially as it seems like the Jacqueline M27 AI is also gonna go and join the push from Hybrid and Gingerbread Man. So yes, this is gonna be interesting to see. Although the ACU took quite some damage, as the torpedo defenses unfortunately still weren't dispatched on time, as we can see the frigates hiding some torpedo launchers below them, so yes. Thankfully, there seems to be torpedo bombers available, so soon enough both M27 forces should be able to actually go and make a landfall after killing the enemy civilians. Okay, ACU from Hybrid and Gingerbread Man are getting closer and closer, and actually let's see what are the air players doing. It seems like the first C2 Pigeon is nearly... No, it has already been started by Endranii. It's gonna get finished in the next 20 seconds. Meanwhile, his opponent is, yep, he's really going for the Januses and stuff, as we can see him by building these little buggers one after another. And he surprisingly, he also went for a very interesting play here, as we can see the C-14 Starlifter actually carrying, I think, 5 Sparkies, no, 4 Sparkies and a T2 engineer towards the enemy line. So, okay, there's interceptors to go and kill it. Can they shoot it down on time or not? Okay, here is the drop. There is T1 PD. No, that's the TMD being built by the enemy units. Sparkies are dropped, and here comes the DM1 plasma cannon to go and clean out the enemy trash. As it seems like now it's gonna be a fight on two sides. The Januses are going for the enemy T2 HQ to go and stop any units from being produced in it. While at the same time, we have Gingerbread Man and Hybrid going for the heal on the AC belonging to Azot, who only have 5,000 HP remaining. The big army of units belonging to Gingerbread Man might be the deal breaker here, although it seems like Control K and Vindex actually have some support in there. He's coming from the Vindex to go and help him out, but let's go for the split screen and see what is happening here. As the Triads are now fighting off versus the enemy Jesters, as well Endranii is bringing some gunship to go and help out. At the same time, Control K is gonna go and fall down. Kaboom, baby! We have the first kill of the game. As that's the 10-minute classic happening in the tournament, so yes, action all around the map, as we can see. As Gingerbreadman managed to go and secure the kill with Hybrid on the enemy ACU. And now we can go back to the normal screen and see what is happening. As it seems like, okay, Endranii is fully aware that he can actually get below the shield with the gunship. So basically, whenever you build a shield and you are trying to go and actually kill it with the gunships, don't just right click on this shield. Instead, make a move order as close as possible towards the shield, and as such, this way, your gunship can actually get below the bubble, and then you can just kill the shield, the building, the generator, without having to break it. Oh, it also seems like Seraphim Noob doesn't have proper target priorities, as the triad point defenses are actually trying to kill the T1 Maxes instead of going for the Oblivion turrets in the base belonging to Endranii. At the same time, it seems like there was a small fight happening in the top side corner. Oh, and I forgot to take that away from the screen. My bad, team. As Blast Shield was trying to go and push back Bully and Popiska, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he have enough forces available. So hopefully, Seraphim is gonna go and help him out soon enough. As at the bottom, we still have some raids happening. But unfortunately, I have to say that the Sparkies are not gonna be capable of, well, keeping this proxy alive. As you can see, Mr. Vindex brought in a help with the MMLs which are now gonna outrange anything that the Sparkies can build. So yes, just suck up the mass with the Sparkies and, well, try to cut down your losses. At the same time, Blast Shield is actually still trying to go and run a counter-attack versus two enemy ACUs, but well, double ACU with a gun upgrade is gonna be much better, or should I say harder to deal with, when you have no support from your teammates, as Seraphim Noob doesn't have a gun upgrade or anything available on his ACU. So yes, it's basically single ACU and a bunch of Rhinos versus the enemy team. And with the overcharge available both for Bully, Noob and Popiska, I have to say that this repush counter-attack from Blast Shield is most likely not gonna work out, especially as we also have the Cerberus turrets standing behind the ACUs of the team Popiska to go and support them. So yes, the counter-attack is not gonna work out. As such, we can see Blast Shield falling back with his units, not willing to take more losses. And Seraphim also starting to build the gun upgrade, but looking at the economy state of his base, oof, sir, an air player on 30 mass income at this stage of the game, at minute 12, that's just sad. I guess for some reason he's still building the Januses instead of trying to go and get back in the game, which is a big mistake. Especially as the enemy air player, Mr. Endranii, now have the double base available to himself. So yep, he is gonna explode in the Echo Gamer about now. He already finished the T3 RHQ upgrade, and about right now he's gonna go and start producing the pigeons. Yep, the land factory have been removed, and in its place we will have a T3 power generator built. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Seraphim is gonna be struggling to even go and actually finish the T3 HQ on time. Oh, what a blunder. Starting T3 air on 40 mass income. That's a big mistake. So honestly, it is quite possible, or actually I'm quite sure that the air control is gonna be firmly in the hands of the team Endranii, as their air player is gonna be just that much ahead compared to his counterpart. So if anything, this game right now is gonna be in the hands of the land players like Hybrid, Gingerbreadman and Blast Shield to go and win this. Okay, the Janus is trying to go and actually bar now the power generators belonging to Vindex. It is gonna work out. Is the man stalling? No, the man is just fine, as it seems like his teammates are gonna go and provide him with the necessary power to actually go and run the whole team, as Endranii is just now finishing the T3 ion reactor. As such, his whole team is now gonna be just fine. Let's see if Hybrid and Gingerbreadman are gonna go for this attack or not. Okay, there is some transport in the air on the top side. as it's Popiska is gonna go and drop the first T3 units of the game with the transport, as it's gonna land behind the enemy lines, as Blast have no response to that. The brick have been dropped, and now it is opening fire. A very unfortunate drop for the team Blast Shield. But also, fortunately enough, it seems like there is nothing of, well, of importance that's gonna die in here, as we can see only single T1 Raider and a bunch of T1 mechs are here on the path of the enemy brick. And with the ACU of Blast Shield, nope, he's not gonna try to intercept it, his ACU going somewhere else with the front line. But yes, it seems like not that much damage is gonna be done, especially as this brick is gonna leave over 1000 mass in reclaim for the Team Blast Shield, so yes. Unfortunately, this is nothing else but a mass donation. Very, very unlucky indeed. As the play could have been much better if only it managed to go and drop down here, but no. With the T1 Tracers and a bunch of interceptors available here, dropping the units there in that position was much better choice. Thebe, the M27 AI, is gonna go and exchange some shots versus the Seraphim ACU, as at the same time, there is a counter push from Popiska. We have a big army of Ilchavoks and Medusas mixed in with his ACU and a brick going up versus the forces of Gingerbreadman. A Gingerbreadman who is left alone and who is about to get pincered by 2 ACUs and 2 armies at the same time. No, make it 3 armies, as both Arne, Phoenix and Popiska are going in for the kill. Can the man actually stay alive or not? He still have a bunch of pillars and T1 strikers available. He is gonna go and fire beautiful overcharges, already 5000 mass killed and 2 veteran separates on his ACU. But here is the problem, that his ACU is losing the support from his units. As we can see in here, the pillars, strikers dying one after another versus enemy Ilchavoks, and now the Gingerbread Man is gonna be the next target, as his ACU is dropping lower and lower, 8000 HP available still. One more overcharge and he will get another veterancy upgrade. Can he do it? Can he kill the brick with a single overcharge? No, he cannot. He doesn't have energy as he dropped to 300 HP. Oh, here is the veterancy upgrade. All levels have been achieved, 5000 HP, 300 HP, and here comes the kaboom, baby! As Gingerbread Man dies as the second man to be ejected in this game. That was a beautiful counter push from his opponents, as Popiska and Endranii smelled the blood and they finished him off. A shame that the support from Hybrid didn't manage to actually go and join forces with him, but yep, with a few enemy bricks in the way, it seems like the 3 Harbingers wouldn't stand a chance in actually joining the forces with Gingerbread ACU, so yes. Also, it seems like there is some damage being done to the mechs and the front base belonging to Blast Shield, as the Miasma T2 artillery emplacements from the M27 AI are actually gonna prove to be very annoying to deal with. Yep, there is honestly not much you can go and to do and protect your base here for now. You will have to go and start building some shields and other stuff if you wanna have this mechs protected. Ooh, bullseye! Poor T1 mechs getting one-shot by the T2 artillery, but yeah. It seems like Blast Shield is gonna be forced to start building shields all around these positions here. Also, some TMD will be well advised, considering he's going up versus M27. The AI, which is quite well known for its sniping capabilities with the TML missile launchers. And honestly, it seems like the team Popiska is actually doing currently quite fine. Like they have been pushed back quite hard in the early stage of the game, as the push from Blast Shield and Hybrid Bandit, from Gingerbreadman and from Hybrid managed to go and gain a lot of map control here, just carving out a big chunk of it here. But with the counter push now, it seems like the game state is actually gonna go to the hands of the team Popiska, especially as now they have much more mass available when it comes to the and build power in the air grid. As we can see, this is actually slowly expanding compared to his opponent, Seraphim Noob. who is still struggling to build anything. He's building T1 energy storage to even run his game. Oh man, that's quite sad to look at. Like build some mexes. You have to do mexes. All of them are uncapped, mate. Oh, bloody hell, and you are actually a trainer. Like you are training people how to play the game and now you are not even capping your T2 mexes. Okay, a bunch of Bricks gonna go and try to make a run by on the left flank. Unfortunately for them, the Bricks are gonna be met with the enemy ACU and also a bunch of Bricks from Blast Shield, so yes. It seems like this is gonna be a decent muzzle nation towards the coast of Blast Shield, as he will dispatch the enemy Bricks and then use the mass to build some more mexes. So yep, all is well on this side of the map. Oh, and also, beautiful stuff here. Popiska using trebuchets on the other side of the hill to actually go and lay siege versus the stationary army belonging to Hybrid here. So that's very nice to see. As the enemy units cannot go and actually counter-fire that, as they are only bringing in a T1 artillery and a bunch of snipers. And snipers need a line of sight. Oh, speaking of snipers, one of them just died. So yep, those trebuchets are about to get some insane value playing out from this side of the map. Like not only by killing the enemy units, but also by forcing additional shielding and also forcing some kind of a response from the enemy team. As sooner or later, Hybrid will have to go and deal with them. But yeah, just look at these beautiful shots. And explosions as the Bricks from Popiska with the ACU are gonna go and join the fight. Although with this many Hardbringers and Sniper bots available, Popiska seems to be slightly playing with fire. Although Bully Vindex is also gonna join them with the Nano Repair and the Nano Aura, bringing the Bricks to 9000 HP and 120 regen, which is gonna be very massive indeed. And yeah, just look at those trebuchets lobbing those shells over the hills, as there is no response from Hybrid. As his forces are taking massive damage here, the shields are blinking, going up and down. Units dying one after another, another sniper bot just finished off with a single shell. Another barrage coming in hot. As this is some beautiful fight, but here comes the Repu from the Blast Shield. Recognizing that this position is undefended, he will now go for the kill and kill the nasty trebuchets and also all these shields and maybe even get the kill on the building T3 mass extractor, so yes. He saw the chance and he took it, and he will now reap the rewards by killing a bunch of enemy units, basically for free. But it seems like there is response from Popiska, who is now gonna move in all of his forces towards the left side. And it seems like Blast Shield is now being forced to keep on building more and more TMD, as the M27 is starting to build and amass a bunch of of missile ships. Missile ships which are gonna to be proving really hard to deal with. They have also started building a Galactic Colossi, so yeah, we will see how Jalbat is gonna go and use it. The M27 on the other side is doing exactly the same by producing the Torrent-class missile ships, which are now gonna lay siege towards the base belonging to Vindex, so yes. Like I said, the M27 is gonna be a pain in the arse for the players, and it truly is. Also, are they building any experimental units here or not? For now, it seems like, yep. No, they actually started as GC2 here, so yep. Both M27s on both teams are actually building GC, so it's gonna be interesting to see how are they gonna use them. The army from Blast Shield gonna go and join forces with Hybrid, as they are trying to go and defend versus the attack from Popiska, who is bringing in a big number of bricks to the fight. But I feel like this is not gonna be enough. Definitely not gonna be enough. as they will have to go and fall back and most likely use their Usha sniper bots to go and actually gain some advantage before making the push happen. And yeah, poor Blast Shield, just getting wrecked by a bunch of missiles, having to go and produce as many zappers as possible. As we can see the missiles flying in the air from the enemy battleship. One after another salvos are coming out. Thankfully it seems like he managed to go and build just enough zappers to defend himself. Something that cannot be said about the Team Endranii, who is currently kinda struggling versus the enemy missile ships. As we can see them actually breaking in and killing the zappers one after another. Okay, it seems like Seraphim Noob finally realized that T3 Maxes are the way to go, and as such he's building quite a few of them. Although I still don't agree with expanding this air grid. First, get your economy up in check. After that, worry about the ASF. Especially as this is a Fiends Reverse, you can go and actually build some placements like around here, here, and then your opponent is gonna have a very hard time actually crossing the field, so yes. And yes, this Torrent class missile ship is really getting some nice value here, especially as it's nearly done killing the enemy T3 Max. As now Popiska is also being forced to keep producing as many of those TMDs as possible, as otherwise those missiles are gonna keep connecting. As the Maxes are dying one after another. Okay, the GC for Jalbert have been finished. And let's see where is it gonna go. It's going straight for the base belonging to Hybrid. Do they have a response? It seems like the response is here. And it's gonna be a megalith, a big experimental crab bot. But at the same time, as the GC from Jalbert is pushing in, we have a Monkey Lord that have been finished by Popiska, so it seems like it's gonna be 2 experimental units versus 1 in the middle fight. But the question is this gonna be actually enough to go and break the big armies belonging to both Hybrid and Blast Shield? Or will they actually be nothing more but a mass donation? And yeah, the missile ships are really annoying as hell. Yep. 10,000 mass killed on this one, and this new one is already scoring 7 kills, so yes. They are doing quite fine, and with one more coming in here, I really do hope that Endranii is gonna build a little bit more TMDs in the mid lane. And yes, he is. He's building more lines of the TMDs here, which is very good to see. Very good indeed. The GC here is pushing forward versus the base belonging to Blast Shield. As we can see, the first shot being fired by the enemy Cerberus turrets. Unfortunately, single T2PDs are gonna be nowhere enough to go and stop this push. As the GC is about to go and get some support from Popiska, who is also pushing in with his own army of bricks and Monkey Lord. The big army from Hybrid is now gonna try to go and dispatch the units, the GC, as he's now already lost the 20% of its own HP, but here comes the Monkey Lord, as we can see, so yes. And also, the Megalith has been also finished, as we can see in the background. It is slowly but surely walking towards the experimental units belonging to the Team Endranii, as Team Blast Shield is about to go and mount a proper defense. So let's see how is this gonna go and end up. Maxes falling down one after another, as the Megalith is about to open its fire on the enemy units. The GC is gonna be the first target. T1 bombers, Scorchers, being used by Seraphim Noob to go and deal cheap damage versus the enemy GC, which is a very good choice. I would like to go and see the Crabbot actually properly kiting versus the GC, but it's not. I guess it cannot, because it will have to go and actually go and save the day here by killing the Monkey Lord. But here comes the bombers from the M27. to go and save the day as the skimmers and other units are going after the Monkey Lord. So it seems like the GC have fallen down as we're looking at the other units. Monkey Lord about to be the next target. 50,000 HP remaining on it. Bricks dying one after another as now the Scorchers are also joining the fight to go and kill off the Monkey Lord. But the massive damage have been done, as you can see by the ruins of the base belonging to Hybrid. As his base lies in tatters, the Monkey Lord is going to go and fall down as the M27 is actually saving the game for the Team Blast Shield by providing a massive air support here, as we can see from all the bombers, the T1 skimmers, and also the Shocker strategic T3 bombers also coming here to go and save the day. Very nice indeed, as the M27 AI is proving to be a very valuable ally to the Team Blast Shield. The question now is, how are they gonna go and use their mass advantage, or should I say the reclaim fields? Are they gonna use this to actually just go and recover, or will they actually use this mass to go and build more war machines and just go and crush the opposing forces? As it seems, like after this mass donation from Team Popiska, Blast Shield is now looking for blood with his own army. As it seems like he will join the forces with Hybrid and then make a push from the bottom part of the map supported by the M27 battleships and stuff. Shockers coming here from the M27. What is their target? What is the M27 looking at that we don't see? Okay, it seems like they're trying to go and kill the T3 Mexes belonging to the Index. Unfortunately, the ASF from Endranii are well paying attention, as they're gonna go and shut them down before the bombers can deal any real damage. We have also a Megalith, a crab bot, being built by Popiska, now going towards the top side of the map to go and join the forces of the bricks. So we have a small stalemate at our hands right now. And it's also quite funny how both M27's AI made this part of the map basically unplayable for the human players here, as we can see. Both Blast Shield and Endranii being just unable to control this position close to the river. As there is just too many units available, we have the Novak Satellite Center actually started by the Bingham, so yep, it seems like Novax is gonna be on the menu for us. Meanwhile, on the other hand, let's see what's happening here. There is a GC build just finished by the M27. There is also a misery T3 artillery being built, so yes. It seems like M27 is building the big boys now. Oh no, it seems like the Megalith from Blast Shield have been caught sleeping by the enemy forces, as he's gonna take a lot of damage from the opposing Megalith. Thankfully, it seems like Popiska is unwilling to go and chase, meaning that the bricks and the enemy Megalith are still gonna go and stay alive. With this Megalith most likely falling back towards the base belonging to Hybrid, where it's gonna be Control-K and then repurposed with its, well, scrap for the next machine. Yep, most likely this one. We also have a bunch of SMDs being supported. As well, did they find a nuclear missile launcher? Yes, indeed. There is the nuclear missile launcher built by the M27 AI. Let's see if the green players also build one or not. Or is it only the pink ones that are being this kind of cheeky? Yes, it's only the pink ones which actually build the SML. The other AIs only build SMDs, but I guess they're building Novak, so they're just as cheeky as the opponents. Okay, another Megalith joining the battle. As now we have two experimental units from Blast Shield, slowly but surely marching towards the forces belonging to Popiska on the top side. As it seems like the north flank is gonna be where the game is gonna get decided. After all, whoever loses their experimental units right now is gonna be most likely the loser of this game, as there is a lot on the stake here. Each Megalith being worth 40,000 mass. The Novaks opening fire, going for the enemy shields, killing them one after another with a beautiful micro here from the M27. As such, it seems like the fire base belonging to Popiska is not gonna stand in the way of the enemy onslaught. As we can see, the experimental megaliths coming here, killing the base. Now the next target is gonna be the enemy megalith, as the Crabot is gonna get under the fire. At the same time, there was a small okay, never mind, the megalith is down. And with the megalith being down, it seems like there's gonna be nothing to go and stop this army from from eradicating anything standing in their way. We have 31 bombers coming here from M27 to go and save the day. ASF also joining the fight as Endranii and M27 are joining their forces to go and shut down the enemy ASF. All the units on the sky belong to Seraphim are no more. But still, can they go and kill all of the enemy units on time? Especially as there is still quite a few Flux and T3 MAA available in the units belonging to Hybrid. So let's see what's gonna be the verdict. The ASU from Bullion is not gonna go and get shot and killed in a few more seconds. Kaboom, baby! He is dead as he tried to overcharge the enemy megaliths. Now the next target is gonna be the base belonging to Popiska. The megalith nearly finished, but unfortunately it is not gonna get finished on time, as we can see that everything is crumbling down under the forces belonging to Hybrid and Blast Chill, as they are knowing no chill. So yes, now Popiska being the next target, his ASU up to 5,000 speeds, 4,000, and kaboom, baby! Popiska is out of the game, as there is now only a single more player remaining in the game. And that is gonna be this guy here, Endranii, running for his dear life, trying to hide from the encroaching enemies. As it seems like he's most likely not gonna be capable of doing anything to go and stop the nasty forces, the evil forces of Blast Shield, as the experimental units supported by the T3 units from Hybrid are marching forward, as we have a small, exactly the same, most likely. Let's hope it's not gonna be anything bad. But yes, with this game already turning to the end, I guess we can live with a desync right now, as most likely nothing bad will happen. Even more so as it's a desync from Seraphim Noob. So all the units from Endranii and from Blast Shield should be behaving exactly the same way they did in the real game, as the megaliths are gonna come under the fire from the enemy megalith, as Endranii is most likely gonna go and grab one more kill under his belt by killing the enemy experimental bot, who now only have 10,000 HP remaining. Cerberus starts opening fire as the megalith is gonna go and fall down on its knees. The satellite, the Novak satellite from M27, killing one shield after another in a beautiful fashion. ASF coming into the air to go and try to stave the bleeding. But unfortunately, there is no stopping them. The wall area belonging to Endranii is no more, as the Percival from Hybrid are destroying it one building after another. Now the megalith belonging to Endranii is also gonna go and fall down, as all the units are not stopping from Blast Shield. They are here on a mission, and they can see their target in the background. They will never stop, for there is nothing to go and say no to them. As such, it seems like the Team Blast Shield is gonna go and bring us the game number 3, as I see no way for this lonely ACU belonging to Endranii to go and bring back this game from the jaws of the defeat, as with one more shot, he is gonna go and die, just like that. GG, well played to the Team Blast Shield.
Strategic launch detected.
Oh, what a game, what an ending. GG Vupe, and let's go and see if the lobby for the game 3 is actually up and running.